This is a live call review with one of our clients where we dive into why the call sucks, how he can get better, but I think it's beneficial for anybody who wants to understand how to review their calls, what to look for and why it didn't work, why it didn't close. And I guarantee probably 99% of you, this is what your calls look like, but you just don't know any better. So let's make you better. Learn from the mistakes, learn from me. If you have any questions, shoot it in the comments. Hope this is beneficial for you guys. Take care. Vincent, what's up, bro? Welcome to the doghouse. I've got some students in person here who are watching this as well. I know this looks like shit. I'm on my computer, but it was the best place I could do this around other people so they can learn too. But at the same time, I kind of like it where it's like a little like nitty and gritty. But let's get after it, man. I watched this call already, I'll be honest. I'm going to be super transparent, bro. It's dog shit. It's horrible. But that's great. Why? Because I know you're going to be, number one, the guy who doesn't want to talk much anyway. Like, I think you were uncomfortable because you were trying to sound like a sales rep. You weren't being Vincent. I don't think Vincent would actually talk that much and actually say the things that he did say. I don't think you understood her pain. I don't think she understood her pain. And there was just some fundamental things that were just wrong. So, without further ado, my brother, let's dive into it. Also, number one, right out of the gate, bro, anytime I see something under 20 minutes, and that's the entire call, can't be good.
This is more of like to get some context on where you are, where you want to go. And then if it's a good fit, we always have a second call where we propose a strategic offer for you on how.
Let me just give you some value in this case. So like when you're self-analyzing your calls and what you want to see, right? This is the way you should look at it, okay? How much did you speak? 70-30 is typical, 80-20 is typical. You're like, you know, the prospect speaks 80% or 70%, you speak 20 or 30. Also, if you're doing this by yourself, watch the call, right? Make sure you understand the fundamentals of sales first. Watch the call and then say, okay, cool. On a scale from 1 to 10, what would you give yourself? No sevens. 7 is the easy number to just kind of pick and just easy out. But 1 through 10, what do you give yourself? Okay, and why? Whether you're doing it by yourself or you're doing it with somebody else, write that out. Okay, and then 2 places that you can improve, right? Is it going to be your tonality? Is it going to be the questions you're asking? Obviously, from this video, you'll know, okay, you can improve here. Like, I'm going to just kind of mention some things like, hey, this was wrong and why it was wrong. So you can take away from that too.
It'll get you from where you are right now to your ideal situation. But yeah, I actually always start off with the question of, how or why did you take some time out of your day to sit with me today?
Well, basically, my business is growing, but it's very...
Right out of the gate, if she's on her phone like this, not in a buying state, not paying attention, not good, right? This is, you want to make sure they're on a computer. Just, hey, Stephanie, so great to meet you. I see you're on your phone. And if you can say it in your pre-call video, like your pre-call messaging, that you need to be on a computer, they take it more seriously. But just like, hey, I see you're on a phone here. I'm going to share my screen at some point during the conversation. Do you happen to have a computer nearby before we get started? They're like, no, I don't. I'm so sorry. Like, if they're apologetic and like, oh, I have a phone, you know, I didn't realize that, like, da-da-da-da-da, I could sit down at a desk and put my phone down. They'll typically say that. But if not, like, no, I only have my phone. Sorry, dude. And they're just sitting there on their phone and just, like, looking at you. Then, okay, cool. Do you mind just putting your phone up and kind of just setting it up like a computer would, just so we have a more tactical conversation? Is that okay? And if they're like, I don't have a place to put it up, then like they're not taking it seriously, get them off the call. They're not a serious buyer. But if they're willing to do that, then okay, cool, let's do that. Or if you want to just say a little nicely, a little like silly, to be like, dude, so sorry, man. I know you're on a phone here. Probably didn't realize, but I get super seasick when I see somebody on the phone like this. And just in real life, I get seasick in general. So if you don't mind just like putting your phone down and like sitting down with me, like just normally, because I'm going to share my screen anyway, so it'd just be super helpful, blah, 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 blah. Either way, that works. But if they're on a phone like this, not in a buying state.
Slow. I've got quite a lot of resources and I'm doing marketing, but I feel like I'm missing something because I'm doing marketing. Well, basically, my business is growing, but it's very slow. I've got quite a lot of resources and I'm doing marketing, but I feel like I'm missing
Mhm.
something because the leads that are coming in are not good quality leads and
Mhm.
it's costing us a lot. So I just need to,
Yeah.
get one of you guys who know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Vincent, I will say this directly, like the active listening, that's old school. Don't do that. It's annoying. People don't like it. Um, it's gonna stop them from thinking. You want them to keep thinking. Silence is gonna be your biggest benefit. I don't even think that's like naturally something that you would do anyway. Just let them speak. Use silence, leverage that. She said a lot there. She said she actually. I listened to this the first time and I was wrong. She said I've been trying really hard, and I have access to a lot of resources, but we've been putting time into it and it hasn't been going well. Something like that. But she said she has access to a lot of resources, and then she also said trying to find one of you guys who actually know how to do this. Meaning she was probably working with somebody else. Let's see what you say next.
And understandable. And just in general, if you're able to give some,
Okay, I think you're reading off of something. You were not listening. If you really listened, you would have just simply asked, like, okay, have you tried something like this before? You say you're looking for the right person. Have you tried something like this before? Have you looked into this before? Whatever it is. Like, there was a lot of pain in what she mentioned. Again, like, she's been spending the resources, it hasn't been going well, all this stuff. Like, there's a lot of information that you could have just unpacked. It's just, you weren't listening. I can tell you weren't because you looked over, okay, and you went into, like, a totally different question. You want your next question to be prompted off of what they say, so they know you're listening. You don't have to repeat what they're saying, like, oh, okay, so what you're saying is, and then get into the question. Just ask the question based off what they said.
or explanations about what you're doing, because I looked at the website. You're doing different treatments and everything. So it's always good to hear from you what you're focusing on, basically.
And think about the question you asked too there, Vincent. Like, think about it like dating, right? It's the best way I can give you these analogies, guys. If you're good at dating, you're good at sales. If you're good at sales, you're good at dating. And so you go in there and you're like, okay, cool. So, like, where are you from? Like, what's going on? That's the first question you ask, which kind of what you ask. Like, oh, what part do you take the time out of the day today? I'm like, cool. Like, where are you from? Great to meet you. And they're like, oh, yeah, I'm from, New York, and I've been da 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 da. And then you're like, okay. And then you look over and you're like, And so, like, and you act like a tactical question. You ask something super tactical. I don't know what a tactical question would be during dating. I mean, I wouldn't even know what to say. But like, let's just say like you ask something like super off topic and super random, like, and so like, and in your job, do you do like I don't know what to say. But regardless, like, it's just made no sense to ask that question. Like, in a conversation, she would say where she's from and what she does. And, oh, cool. So how long have you been in? I think what are you in Belgium? How long have you been in Belgium for? Oh, for this minute. So it flows. It didn't happen there. It's like she said what made her, what prompted the conversation and what took the time out of her to take the time out of her day to be here, whatever. And then you totally were like, okay, and what do you actually do? Which also doesn't help you because it doesn't sound like you actually know her business at all. So then she's gonna be like, this guy doesn't even know what I do. Why am I on this call? So just start questioning your authority. It doesn't help you.
Do quite a lot of aesthetic treatment, laser hair removal, hair loss, PRP hair loss treatment, anti-wrinkle injection. Yeah. We do quite a few popular stuff.
Yeah.
Radio frequency microneedling.
Yeah. Okay. And so you're already doing some ads, but is it on what platform are you doing it? Is it on Facebook, Google, or
Facebook?
Yeah. Okay. And the results, they're not there at the moment, right?
We're not getting any good quality leads.
And why do you think that is happening at the moment?
I don't know. That's why I'm seeking for help.
Yeah, understandable.
You thought that was a dumb question. You laughed at yourself. It's not good. It's not good. This is where, like, that's the last thing you want to do. When you ask a question like that and you want to dive deeper, it's like, well, what are you marketing on? Facebook. And you can see, also, I'll go back to the phone thing. You can see she's not interested. Like, not that she's not interested in what you're selling, right? Or not interested in you. But, like, she's on her phone. She's just not paying attention. Like, nobody's in a buying state like that. Like, who buys something on a FaceTime? If it's worth thousands of dollars, and I know you're not pitching on this call, it's a 2-call close, but regardless, like, no one's going to be like, oh, let me spend $1,000 on this fucking FaceTime. It doesn't work that way. But you thought your question was dumb. That's not good. Don't do that. Don't laugh at yourself. Like, if you're like, okay, Facebook, right? And it's like, but you asked a question that, like, would only set her up for failure, where it's like, Okay, and what's not working? And so the way she took it was just like, all right, he wants me to spill the beans on like why I'm here and like what my pain is. And she's like, I don't know, that's why I'm here talking to you. It's like a backhanded remark almost. Versus saying, okay, cool. And so how's it performing? Okay, and what does that look like right now? And then she just would have given me all the details. It doesn't feel like there's an intent behind it. She'll just explain it and then eventually tell you that it's going shit and why it's going shit. And then it would have prompted the question to be like, okay, cool. So I know you're saying that it's not working out too well. Like, what's not working exactly? Like, specifically, is it the leads? Is it this? Is it that? Is it quality? And then she would have dove into the question, dove into the answer on that. And then after that, it's just like, okay, cool. Like, what do you think's missing to get you to, XYZ goal? Because then you would have gotten the goals and all this stuff. But again, like, you're figuring it out. It's fine. Don't laugh at yourself, though. It's the biggest thing. Like, if it sounds like a dumb question and it's a dumb question, and she thought it was a dumb question based on her response, don't laugh at yourself. You're just putting yourself in a lower frame. Don't do that.
Normal. I'm gonna check the account, right? I'm just gonna check it right now to see Stargaze aesthetics, to see what kind of ads you're already running and see how we're able to improve it, basically, because it's important to get a look and feel for it as well. Because at the moment, what type of ads are you running? Are you running them towards a
Vincent, you're in B2B, business to business, high level people. You need to be better than this. Have the stuff ready or look at it already. And then when you find it, share your screen. Like, this does not give anybody confidence or reassurance that you know what you're talking about. I promise you. It does not help. Especially with you like scurrying around and looking around for it. Like, it does not help you, dude. It does not help.
landing page, or how are you working at the moment?
I think we have got the landing page.
Okay. Wait, I'm gonna check it right now because I have it right in front of me. So the thing I'm already seeing is that it's good that you're running videos. So that's a good thing. I think it's yourself, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
And did you make those videos yourself, or was it an external party?
No, external.
Okay, perfect. No, so what I'm seeing, there's some things that we can improve from the get-go. So that's already a good thing. In my opinion, it's okay that you're already doing ads at the moment. And like lead-wise, you say that they're not high quality. What type of leads are you getting at the moment then? Is it no-shows or what kind of?
Yeah. Well,
so a lot of.
No, when you speak to them, I'll think about it, or some wrong number. And the amount that we're spending, I was just hoping that we'll get more from that, I think we're spending £25. It increased now to £50 yesterday. I thought I would get leads this morning, but nothing.
Yeah, it's a bit weird as well. Because the thing is, I'm working with a big brand here because I'm based in Belgium.
Vincent, you're missing all of the gems. She's telling you everything you need. How much she's spending, she wants to do better. You're just not asking the questions based off of what she said. You're not listening. I promise you, if you just listened, if you heard her for what she said, and you just spoke on those things, where it's like, yeah, it's not earning us enough or what we want, or, well, how much do you want to be making? Dive into the goals. What do you want to accomplish? Right? She said how much she was spending on, 35 to 50 pounds a day, Cool. How long has it been an issue for her? Like, right now, we don't know anything. This honestly doesn't even feel like a conversation. This just feels like chit chat. Like, it just feels like random regurgitated information. Like, it's just like saying stuff. It's not even a conversation. Like, it's not tactical. It's not going anywhere. It's not going up nor down. It's just nothing. Like, this is just nothing. This is just information.
So I'm working with a big franchise brand that does skincare as well. And we're getting like leads every single day. So I think it's worthwhile to see how we're able to help you. Because it's a bit weird that you're not getting any leads, certainly with that amount of spend.
I mean, we are getting leads, but what I said is like, for example, when we're doing £25 a day, we're getting like 2 leads a day, or but with no bookings. So
Yeah, that's a bit annoying, right? Because for example, the company that I'm working for at the moment, I think some ads are even spending £1 a day, so it's super low. But we're getting leads every single day from them.
Yeah, ours are not like that. I think one of our ad we pay like £7 something per lead.
Yeah. No, but there's certainly some things that we can improve. Like what I'm seeing right now is we need to test a lot more videos, static images as well. At the moment, you already have some videos, so that's a good thing. So we either repurpose them and make new videos out of them, or we just...
Way too much talking. This doesn't help the conversation. Like, they're not progressing the sale by doing this. You might think you are giving her value, but I promise you, like, all of these statements should have just been a question. Like, it all should have just been a question, right? And, like, obviously, I mean, you've said so much so far that, like, what could you possibly ask? But it's like, okay, cool. Like, when she was like, oh, our leads don't work like that, this and that. You know, we're paying like £25. Okay, cool. Well, how much do you want to be paying per month? You know, you would have dove into that, and then she would have dove into more detail, and then you would ask the question based off of what she said. And then in this case, like, I get like you're trying to sell yourself, but I promise you, like, if it comes from you, it doesn't mean shit. If it comes from them, it means absolutely everything. So nothing you can say here is going to progress the sale a little bit further.
Help you with just brand new videos. Of course, we're not able to be everywhere for our clients because we're based in Belgium, but we can guide you on what type of videos you need to make script-wise as well. Just to give some context of who we are, basically. So we're really focused on lead generation for skincare companies as well. And we look at everything, right? So I think if you saw the landing page that we built as well, it's like we look at the website, we look at the creatives, we look at the videos, the photos, and the ads. We basically build a sales system for you, and that way the client or the lead already books in a time with you and they show up, right? In the beginning, we'll try to up the leads.
I know you're not pitching right now, Vincent, but it feels like it. Like this is, you're 7 minutes in, don't know her problem, don't know her goals, don't know anything, genuinely. Like, there's nothing you can think, there's no reason to be saying this stuff. I promise you, like, you're better off, like, going down in the middle of the road and asking random people and presenting the same exact way and then potentially getting a sale doing that versus like, I'm telling you, like, right now, it's like, there's no chance this is going to benefit. It's not going to move anything.
As possible in the bookings, so they show up. If you still get a lot of no-shows, we'll implement a fixed fee that they already have to pay, a reservation fee. So they already have skin in the game, basically, right? Because I think that's the biggest issue.
How much do you charge?
It really depends. We're always starting off with a monthly fee of 1,000 euros. So I think it's less in pounds. But that's our base fee. We also have a setup fee, but that's the thing where we're going more in depth in with the second call, because it's better to give the full context, basically, of how we're going to help you.
What's your name again? Remind me of your name. What's your name?
I'm Vincent.
Oh, Vincent. So, Vincent, the situation that I'm in as well, right? I have tried marketing different marketing company for the past couple of months.
Whenever somebody says, like, hey, what's your name again? That's when they're usually going to say something that's not good. Now she cares. Like, this is the first time she cared about this whole entire conversation. And she was trying to be respectful here in a way, but it's also, like, being respectful to, like, then say some shit. She's probably going to talk about how she had a bad experience or whatever. Which is fine. Vincent, like, no need to drop numbers. This is something that I think you know. If somebody's like, what's the price? It's like, well, realistically, we've only been on the phone here, Stephanie, for about 8 minutes. I can't even tell you, just based on what I know right now, there's not enough context for me to even give you a range of what we can charge you. I mean, our prices range from, like, $50 a month to, 20,000. But realistically, I mean, I don't know anything about your business right now to be able to even give you an appraisal. But we'll talk about that on the second call. Is that okay? Cool. Just go past them, and no need to give these numbers. Right now, she's going to give pushback because she's probably had a bad experience, which she did not uncover just yet. And then she's going to spill it on you. Right? But versus, like, if you would have asked right at the beginning, the first question where it was like, cool, have you tried something like this before? You would have known this already. Right? So, not a problem. I mean, okay, actually, let me not say that. It is a problem. Like, this is fundamentally incorrect. Not good.
now, and I've lost big time in the sense that I pay this money out and they promise you the world and get nothing in return. Right?
Yeah.
The last one I've done, you know, I paid £1,200 and they said that, oh, they will get me good quality leads. Da, 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 da. And would you believe me, I got not even one booking or leads. Well, I got two.
Well, this is her pain, which is great, but I'm telling you, like, this would have been your leverage, Vincent. If you would have had this and pulled this right from the beginning, you would have attacked it. If you would have asked that first question, like I said, and then you would have just had this in your hand the entire time. That she's been trying it for, I mean, we don't even know how long. It could have been 6 months. It could have been a year or 2 years that she's been trying this and got no leads. How much money she's wasted. There's pain, right? You've been trying and failing. We need to fix this. Like, what took you so long? If it was 6 months, why are we talking now and not 6 months ago? 2 years ago. Why are we talking now and not 2 years ago?
Leads from them for the whole month, 2 leads.
Okay,
right?
that's
So
not okay.
instead, I've drawn the line. I've drawn the line now, and I said until I won't pay any money until the marketing company show me what they can do, right? And then
makes sense.
I pay after. So some form of trial or something, but I'm not gonna invest no more money into no more marketing company unless they show me, you know, I can see what I am paying for, because I've done it 4 times now and got nothing in return.
Yeah.
Right. And I just feel, you know, every morning when I wake up, I see a million email in my inbox about marketing, you know, and I just decided to try and see, you know, if someone could help the company to get some money. And I'm losing money.
To be honest, bro, this probably would have been an easy sale. Like, genuinely, like, now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of the time throughout the conversation, I saw her going like this throughout the call and like looking down. It's not even that she was disinterested. Not that she's just disinterested, Jesus Christ, but she's just in pain. She's in pain, bro. Like, she this is her livelihood. This is her name. This is her business. Who knows? Maybe she has like 3 months runway, 2 months runway, and she just can't fucking survive. 4 times she's tried this. Of course she's tired. If you smell like a different sales guy and you sound different and you hear her problems, she feels understood. I promise you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if she tried 4 times, 5 times. Emotionally, she'll be invested into you, and then she'll compensate logically. I failed 4 fucking times, but you know what? Vincent's different. It's fine. We'll try once more, and if this is the last attempt, fine, we'll be okay. I'm telling you, dude. It's just finding out these bits and pieces. She gave you the bits and pieces, actually. She gave you all the information, except it came at the wrong time because you're already kind of pitched and you're kind of like, I'm not going to say you're fucked, but like, there's just no way you can close it now at this point.
Keep losing money like that.
No, yeah, it's. I feel you. It's like you're not the first one that comes to us with it. I think the biggest difference is that we're not generating leads, but we're actually.
Also, I wouldn't say I feel you to her. I mean, dude, she's a little older, more mature. I totally understand where you're coming from, Stephanie. Versus like, I feel ya. I feel you. It just sounds a little bit better.
Setting up a sales system where marketing is a part of the sales system, but we're actually making sure that you get the clients, right? You're not going to get leads because, you know, you can generate leads. Everyone can generate leads. It doesn't make sense to advertise leads because that's not what a company wants. At the end of the day, you want clients. So that's what our focus lies on. Regarding the skepticism, it's normal as well. But
no benefit in speaking it to her. Ask her the questions. Like, why are you skeptical? Right? I mean, not even, obviously you wouldn't ask that specific question, but like, cool. Break down those 4 experiences to me. Like, what happened? How long ago was that? Why didn't it work? You mean to tell me you got 0 leads from all 4 of those companies? Why are you on this call? Usually when I hear people have gotten burnt in the past, they have a hard time hopping on calls like this. Why are you here? She obviously saw something.
So just that we have a second call, right, where we'll go into depth of what we're going to be able to make for you, basically. And I'll also just be super transparent about it, and I'll share even my screen from the company that I'm working with right now regarding the ads that they're running. So you can look at that as well and see what actually results that we're generating. So you're really transparent about it. That's, I think, the main difference between us and others is we're transparent about everything. We're not going to say, oh, we're going to promise you this amount of leads, blah, blah, blah. We actually put in the work, basically, right? So, yeah, I don't know if you have time this week for a second call where we're maybe able to go into that for the strategic offer, and then I'll show you the process of how we're doing everything, if that works for you.
When is that? Because the thing is with my son, he's the one would have to be in the meeting because he's the one who's helping me do.
Nice. Yeah. I don't know when you guys have time. I'm pretty flexible on that part as well. So it can be either Friday or it can be next week if that suits you better. That way, yeah, I can book in the time already if
Can
you
we
want
do
to.
tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow should work. At what time? For me, the afternoon is the most open at the moment.
Afternoon. Can we do 4?
It's for
If her son is a decision maker, like, you're gonna just have to redo discovery and get him to have buy-in, and then I would have just oh no, this was sorry, I thought this was August. No, yeah, I mean, it's probably too late now, but I mean, yeah, I would have just got her back on the call and get him on the call as well, especially if he's a decision maker. She's not a decision maker. She just said that, and so like I would have just done a new discovery, asked him the right questions, and then at that point you probably could have sold it. Like, this conversation was pointless. She's not even a decision maker at all, which you should have found out from the beginning. Cool. Like, Stephanie, is anybody else to be looped in this decision, or is something you can decide on your own? Oh no, my son's a decision maker. Oh, okay, let's just reschedule and get him on here. That's it. Oh, I need some information from you guys before I hop on with him. Oh, totally understand. Totally like to do that, but like, just to respect everybody's time, it's not going to make sense to just do it with just us anyway, because we ask the same questions, do all that stuff over again. Let's just find a time where we can all hop on here and we can just save each other time today. They'll respect that. It just makes sense. If it's just you booking the call, I'm going to end it here. Overall, Vincent, like, again, like, this is like a 1 out of 10. I'm going to be super honest with you, super transparent. 1 out of 10. Why? Because you didn't listen, you didn't ask any challenging questions, you don't know her goal, you don't know her pain, you don't know anything. But also, this isn't even a decision maker. Fundamentally incorrect. Find out who the decision maker is, get them on the call, and then follow the framework, right? Get them into their goals, bring them up. Then go down to what they're doing currently, bring them down, and then your solution will carry them over to convince them to buy from you. Vincent, I hope this is helpful. We'll talk soon. Later.